Hello, good morning, guys. I'm sorry for the disconnection for today, but I will be delivering my lesson on YouTube right now, and thank you for listening and watching. No, uh, so to start with, let me show you first my presentation. Okay. So I have here yung ating lesson for today, Module 2, Algebraic Expressions. Okay. So what do we need to know today? What are the topics that we needed to discuss for today? So the topics that we will be discussing for today, okay, in this module, you're expected to have the mastery of the following to translate English phrases to mathematical phrases, okay, or vice versa. English sentences to mathematical sentences and vice versa. So illustrate and differentiate related terms in algebra. So what are those? So the first one, we have a raised to n, where a is a positive integer. Okay? And then the second one, we have the constants and variables. Okay, so what are constant? What are variables? The literal coefficients and numerical coefficients. And then we have the algebraic expressions, terms, and polynomials. And number of terms, we have the degree of the term and the degree of the polynomial. So to start with our topic for today, let us start with the pretest. Okay? Choose the letter of the correct answer and translate the mathematical term 3 times the sum of negative 2 and a number. Okay? So let us translate a mathematical 3 times the sum of negative 2 and a number. So what do you think will be the best answer for that? Let me give you a minute to think about it. Ayan. So 3 times the sum of negative 2 and a number. So obviously, this is letter C. The next one, what is the degree of the term, okay, which is 3x cubed y squared? Okay? So we have x cubed y squared. Okay? The answer there will be letter C, 5. The next one, number 3. If the degree of a polynomial is 0, then it is called A monomial, B binomial, C constant, D variable. Okay. So the correct answer there is letter C. Okay, next one. What is the exponent in the numerical expression 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3? A3, B6, C9, D12. What do you think? Okay, so we're talking about the exponent. The exponent will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you're going to multiply the base 3 6 times. This is letter B. Excuse. Next one is number 5. Blank is a variable used to represent a number and it may be raised to a power. A numerical coefficient, B exponent, C literal coefficient, D term. So what will be? So blank is a variable used to represent a number. It may be raised to a power. So this one is what we call C, literal coefficient. How about number 6? Blank can be a variable or assigned number multiplied to a variable or a constant, and each term is separated by a sign. A numerical coefficient, B exponent, C literal coefficient, D term. Again, blank can be a variable or assigned number multiplied to a variable or a constant, and each term is separated by a sign. So this one is letter D term. Okay, number 7. What is the degree of the polynomial in x to the 7th plus 3x to the 5th, y to the 4th minus 3x squared y plus 3x squared? So we're talking about the degree of the polynomial itself. The degree of the polynomial there is letter D, 9. Okay, so we have 3 left. Okay, which among the following is not a polynomial? So we have A6, B negative 2x, C 2 over x, D x over 2. Again, which among the following is not a polynomial? A6, B negative 2x, C 2 over x, D x over 2. This one is letter C. How about number 9? Since the number 9 natin, a number subtracted from 9 is translated as, so a number subtracted from 9. So if we have 9, a number is subtracted, therefore we have 9 minus x. And the last one, number 10, what is the degree of the polynomial 2x to the 4th, y to the 4th minus x to the 8th y plus 3x squared? Here, the answer will be letter D. So we'll continue with our topic. Okay, translating mathematical expressions. So the first topic is on how to translate. By the way, let us define what a mathematical expression is. Okay? So what do you think is a mathematical expression? What is a mathematical expression? Mathematical expression is a phrase or a sentence that has a minimum of 2 numbers that has at least one arithmetic operation and a letter that shows a value of something. A mathematical expression can be read as or translated in different ways. Okay, for example, if you were to write the mathematical expression 3 plus 4 into words, it would be written as 3 plus 4. Okay, but we may also express it as the sum of 3 and 4. So we can say 3 plus 4 simply, or the sum of 3 and 4. Both is correct. Okay? So parehas lang yung sinasabi niya, no? Okay. So ibig sabihin lang, we have different ways of translating a mathematical statement into what? Words or phrases. Okay? English words or phrases. So we remember the terms plus and sum. Okay? Which is the result of adding 2 or more numbers. So both numbers are used in addition. Therefore, the English phrases may be used to express mathematical expression 3 plus 4. Let us let us use this activity. Okay? Let us answer this activity. Ayan, answeran natin yung activity na ito. Okay. Using the keywords below, according to the direction, identify what operation that corresponds to the given words. So for addition, okay, let me have the sum of, ayan, ibahin ko na lang yung kulay. Other addition, do we have other addition? Subtract from, minus, decrease, difference, increase by. Ayan, increase by for addition. So the ratio of times divided quotient less than. So we have what we call the sum of. Okay, these are words or phrases that indicate there is the operation addition, that we're going to use the operation addition. Another one, we have subtraction. So for subtraction, subtracted from, ayan, minus, decreased by, and then we have the difference of. So, sulat natin, subtract from, kapag nakakita tayo ng words na subtract from, minus, yeah, decreased by, we're talking about what? We're talking about the difference of, yeah, we're talking about subtraction. The difference of. Okay. Sulat natin na maayos. Difference of these words and phrases indicates subtraction. Okay? How about multiplication? So we have the product of, ayan, ano pa, times. Okay. Ay, by the way, we still have another one, yung less than. Less than, dito rin yan sa subtraction. Okay? Less than. Yan, sama natin dyan. Okay? So, sa multiplication, we have times and the product of. The product of. Ayan. While sa division naman, syempre yung mga natira, no? So, ano-ano ba yung mga natira? Ayan. So, we have the quotient of, the ratio of, and divided by. So, the quotient of, the ratio of, and then we have divided by. Okay. So, this is from your module. Ayan. And we're answering it, no? So, another activity we have from your module. So, what's new? Okay, during the COVID-19 pandemic, we must comply and follow some safety protocols, such as wearing face mask and face shield. Okay? Yeah. Let me have your marker. Yeah. Wherever we go, always wash your hands and apply hand sanitizers or alcohol. Observe proper social distancing and more. To comply with the protocols, Anna decided to buy a box of face masks and a piece of shield. So she looked at the price and products online and she saw that the prices vary from one shop to another. So the table below shows the price of the box of face mask and shield. Okay? So we have shop A and shop B. So for shop A, the box of face mask is already 300 pesos. And the face shield, one piece of face shield is equivalent to 10 pesos. Okay? So for shop B, we have 50 less than shop A's price. And then 2 times shop A's price for the face shield. Okay. So we are tasked to translate the price of the box of the face mask. Okay? So, hanapin daw ang presyo. Okay? Presyo ng face mask. Okay? Hanapin ang presyo. So, let us observe the given. A box of face mask costs 300 pesos, shop A, while in shop B is 50 less than shop A's. So, therefore, if from here, no? Ayan, from here. If it is 300 already, 300 pesos, therefore, 50 less than A's price, 50 less than 300, this will be how much? 250 pesos. So, this one is 250 pesos already. Okay? Kaya, ditang ko lang to, sobrang kapal. Okay? So, how about letter B? Translate the price of the face shield into mathematical phrase. So, let us observe the given above. A piece of face shield costs 2 times shop A's price. The phrase shows that the price of a piece of face shield is double the price of shop A. So, since shop A, so we have 2 times shop A's price. Since shop A has 10 pesos, doubling the price is multiplying it by 2. Therefore, how much? This is already 20 pesos. So, this one is 20 pesos. Okay. So, for the third one, ayan. How much do you need to pay if you buy more than one piece of shield in shop A? So, since shop A, ang presyo niya ay 10 pesos. So, what happens? What happens is that for every piece, Ayan, tumataas yung siyempre yung price niya. So, depende sa dami ng pieces. So, 1 piece is 10 pesos, 2 pieces, 20 pesos, 3 pieces is 30 pesos, 4 pieces is 40 pesos. So, what this thing concludes, diba? So, observe that table above. To buy a piece of face shield, you should buy 10 pesos. Okay? So, what can we observe to find the total price? 10 pesos. So, you're just simply multiplying 10 pesos to the ayan. Ay, wala. Balik natin. Ayan. So, we're actually multiplying, no? So, we have 10 pesos times the number of pieces. So, what will be the price if the number of pieces, it's let's say 6. So, that would be how much? 60 pesos. Ayan. Okay? So, since pare-parehas lang naman ang price, okay? So, we can have the value for the number of, or for the quantity. Okay? And we represent that quantity, okay? Quantity or yung dami as n. Ito, ginagamit nyo na to since elementary grades. Okay? Now, this n is what we call a variable. This one is a variable. So, later on, we're going to discuss what a variable is. Okay? So, let us try to translate the following mathematical English phrases into mathematical sentences. So, for instance, okay, by the way, let us define first what variable is. So, according to our module, okay, eto, in translating, we encounter situations in which we have unknown values which represents a number. We call those unknown as variables. No, unknown values as variables. A variable is used to represent an unknown value. We use a single letter to represent a variable, and most commonly we use x and y. This is read as a number. Okay? So, sa ating English phrase, we call that as a number. This variable in mathematical terms we have is this is a number. In English, a number. Any number. It's like having a box, no? Ayan. Okay? We don't know yet what's inside the box. Okay? So, what's inside the box is the value. Okay? Or how much the quantity. Okay? How much is the quantity? Okay? So, for instance, we have 4 boxes and we don't know what's inside the box. So, therefore, we cannot conclude the quantity. But if we know, let's say, for instance, inside the box, the value is 3. Okay? So, we know na meron siyang 3 pieces na nasa loob. So, for instance, we have there the value 3. Therefore, we know that 4 times 3, that will be 12. Okay? So, that is the use of a variable. So, unless we don't know yet what's inside, what is the value inside, okay? Therefore, we do not know yet how to simplify the expression. Okay? Okay, so 3 increased by 8. By the way, no, talking about the variable, what symbols do we use? We use alphabet. Ayan. We can use alphabet. Okay? Particularly, ang ginagamit natin ay sa grade 7 ay X and Y, because we're going to use X and Y pagdating natin sa ating coordinate planes. Okay? Coordinate planes is yung paganyan, no? Ayan. So, we have the X value and the Y value. That's why we're practicing you to use X and Y. But initially, you can use any kind of alphabet from A to Z, any kind of alphabet to represent any variable. You can also use Greek letters, alpha, beta, Okay? Okay, gamma, okay? We can also use that as a variable. Okay? And even symbols. So, ako ginamit ko kanina ay boxes. We can also use hearts. Okay? So, continue tayo sa ating pinag-uusapan. English phrases into mathematical phrases. Okay, so we have increase by, plus, and the sum of to represent what? Addition. Okay? So, 3 increased by 8 means 3 plus 8. Okay? 7 added to a number will be x plus 7. So, we have a number represented by x and the number 7. In subtraction, we have a minus b may be decreased by or minus b or b less than a. Ayan. Yung mga numbers na pwede nating gamitin pag tayo nagsasubtract. So, for instance, a less than 15, a less than 15 will be 15 minus 8. Okay? So, a less than 15 is 15 minus 8. A number subtracted from 20. So, we have 20. Okay? You subtracted a number from 20. So, 20 minus x. So, these words, less than, subtracted from, indicates subtraction. Okay? And then we have multiplication. So, we use times, the product of, or multiplied by. So, we have here, okay? So, 5 times a number, we can represent it as 5n. Okay? So, ito dapat maintindihan ng lahat, no? Ngayong ating grade 7 already, no? So, 5 times a number, sir, pwede bang ganyan? 5 times n. Okay, this one is also correct. But customarily, we're not using x anymore to indicate product or to indicate multiplication. Because this one is already a variable. Para hindi tayo malito, hindi yan maging 5xn. Okay? So, we're not using x anymore to indicate multiplication. Okay? We're just annexing a number. Ibig sabihin, pinagdidikit lang natin. 5n. Okay? This one is equivalent to 5 times n. Okay? Or we can also use dot, no? 5 dot n. Okay? Okay. So this one, using parentheses, pinagdidikit niya, and then we have 5 times n. Ayan. Ginagamit yan to indicate multiplication. Multiplication. Okay? So we're not using x anymore because x is already what? A variable. Okay? So for instance, the product of a number, so hindi ito multiplication, this is x. A number is represented by x and negative 9. The product of a number and negative 9. So we can actually write it negative 9x. And another one, in writing algebraic expressions, customarily, ibig sabihin nakaugalian na, okay, ng mga mathematician, katulad niya, no, negative 9x, na inuuna yung number first. Okay? Yan. Write the number first before the letters. Okay? Naintindihan na? Number muna, 5n. Pwede rin namang n5, kaya lang pangit tignan. Not actually pangit, pero hindi karaniwang sinusulat ng ganyan. Yung proper or standard. Okay? So, sinasabi natin may tinatawag na standard form. So, doing it in standard form, we're going to write first the number and then the variable. Okay? That is standard form. Next one. For division, A divided by B may be expressed as A divided by B, quotient of, or the ratio of. So, a number divided by 2 can be represented x divided by 2 or x over 2. And then we have the ratio negative 1 and the sum of a number and 8. So we have negative 1 all over by x plus 8. Ayan. So, to end with ng ating first lesson, okay, that is translating, okay, I have here what's more, okay, yung ating evaluation. So, express the following to mathematical expression. So, we can express number 1 as a number divided, a number added to 5, okay, ayan. This one is a number represented by x added to 5. Okay? So, or we can also have 5 plus a number. Ayan. Okay, next one. Okay, since it is commutative. Okay, twice a number subtracted to 3. So, 2 times any number, let's say it is n, ayan, subtracted to 3. Subtracted to 3. Ibig sabihin, yung 2 times a number, sinubtract siya sa 3. So, ano mauuna kaya? So, that should be 3 first. Okay? Ayan. Ayan. 2 times a number, subtracted to 3. Sinubtract siya sa 3. Now, this time, di natin pwedeng sabihin na 2n minus 3. Bakit kaya? Because it is not commutative. Subtraction is not commutative. Okay? So, this one is incorrect. Okay? So, depende kung paano natin uunawain yun, ha? Okay, next one. 5 times a number, 5 times the sum of a number and 6. Okay? 5 times the sum of a number and 6. Ayan. So, 5 times ng number and 6. Okay. So, sir, ito ba pwede magkapalit? Ayan. X plus 6, 5. Since it is times or product, pwede siyang magkapalit. Okay? So, you can also write 5 times 6 plus x since addition is also commutative. Okay? Ayan. So, let us continue. Continue na. 100 subtracted from a number. Okay? So, 100 subtracted from a number. So, we have x minus 100. Okay? So, 100 ay sinubtract daw sa number. Next one. The quotient of 25 and 5. The quotient of 25 and 5. So, the quotient will be 25 divided by 5 or simply 25 divided by 5. Okay? So, sa translation from English, hindi natin sinasagot actually, no? Tinatranslate lang natin into mathematical forms. This is important in problem solving. Okay? So, meron tayong problem, you're going to translate it into mathematical form para alam natin kung paano natin isa-solve. Okay, last one. Express the following in mathematical expressions in English phrases. So, actually, we can express it directly. So, for instance, ito, negative 2, okay, times the sum of a number and 3. Ayan. Parang binasa mo lang. So, actually, translate na rin siya. Next one. Okay? A number plus 5. Pwede kang gumamit ng ganyan. Plus 5. Ayan. Tama rin yan. Or we can say, a number added to 5. Ayan, nandito mismo. Number added to 5. Next one. Okay? So we can write it as the quotient of 1 and 8. Ayan. The quotient of 1 and 8. Okay, how about ito? Yung nasa number 4. Iano ko lang para magkasya tayo. Dito tayo. Okay? Sagutin natin doon. So we have a number, ay hindi, we can say pabaliktad naman. Okay? Okay, the sum of, ayan, we can write the sum of 8 and 2. Ayan, the sum of 8 and 2 subtracted to a number. Ayan. Okay? And the last one, ito, number 5, dito ko na lang ilagay. 2 times a number, ayan, divided to 4. Ayan. Okay. So, we have already done yung ating evaluation or assessment. Okay? So, what's more? So, what have we learned? No? Okay. What can I do? We still have one activity, no? So, for instance, we are to track, the track and field club decided to have a race. Below is their record. So, we're going to translate it in mathematical translation and then solve it. So, for instance, we have Danny. Danny here is 30 seconds. 30 seconds. Ayan. Okay? So, yung iba, i-express natin in terms of Danny. So, 2 seconds less than Danny's time record. So, we have 30 seconds. Danny is 30 seconds minus 2 seconds. Okay? This one is twice the speed of Danny. So, if Danny is 30 seconds, ayan. Siyempre, mas mabilis ng 2 beses. Okay? Is it multiplying 2 or dividing by 2? So, pag mas matagal, anong nangyayari? Mas mataas yung number of seconds. Now, pag speed ang pinag-usapan, kailangan mas mabagal, mas mabilis, or ibig sabihin, mas kaunti yung time. Therefore, we're going to divide it by 2. Okay? Divide natin sa 2. Kasi mas mabilis siya. Twice the speed of Danny. Okay? Next one, the sum of Danny and Andy's record. So, where is Danny? 30 seconds. And then, Andy's record. So, alamin natin yung kay Andy. Kay Andy muna. Andy. 30 seconds minus 2 seconds, this becomes what? Okay? Mas, 2 seconds less than Danny's time. Okay? 2 seconds less than Danny's time. I think this is not subtraction, no? This is addition. Less than sorry. Less than kasi inverse dahil time ang pinag-uusapan. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, mas mabilis si Danny ng 2 seconds sa kanya. So, therefore, this one is 32 seconds. Ayan. Okay? Naiintindihan nyo ba yung sinasabi ko? Ang 32 seconds ay mas mabagal kesa 30 seconds ng 2 seconds. Ayun yung sinasabi ko. Okay? So, dito naman, twice the speed of Danny. So, therefore, 30 divided by 2. This one is 15 seconds. Okay? So, obviously, this is 30 seconds. The sum of Danny and Andy's record, i-add natin 30 seconds plus 32 seconds. This is 62 seconds already. Okay, what have we learned? For addition, we use these following phrases. Okay, added 2 plus increase. And therefore, we have A plus B. Okay, for subtraction, we have minus, less than, is subtracted from or to, we have A minus B. For multiplication, we have time or times, multiplied to, and these are the symbols that can be used. Ayan. We can use the cross, the X, the parenthesis. Ayan. Ayan yung magkatabi. We can have one parenthesis only, or we can have the dot. Okay, for the multiplication. For the division, we have the ampersand and A divided by B, and then we have A over B. Okay, thank you very much. So this is the first lesson.